Okay, so this problem is an internal rate of return and modified internal rate of return calculation. So the modified internal rate of return was designed to correct a couple of flaws in the internal rate of return. Internal rate of return assumes that we can reinvest at that rate, which may or may not be realistic. And then it also, if we have multiple negatives, we have an additional internal rate of return for each negative value. So, which, if you think about projects, like especially large projects, it may take 4 or 5 years to build a factory or something similar. So as a result, if you're using IRR, you would have 4 or 5 different internal rates of return. So, this is problem 13 from chapter 9 of CFIN7. Avid Corporation is evaluating a project that costs $250,000 to purchase. The project is expected to generate cash flows of $450,000 and negative $174,980, respectively, during the next 2 years. EBIT required rate of return is 10%. Compute the project's modified internal rate of return should EBIT purchase the project. So first we're going to calculate the IRR. Doesn't ask for it, but so the IRR is 23.18%. So the IRR assumptions assume that we can reinvest those cash flows at 23.18%, which probably is unrealistic. So modified internal rate of return is MIRR. So we capture the values, so 0, 1, and 2, and then in Excel you have a finance rate and reinvest rate. We're going to use the same rate for both, but you have to enter both. So you just enter that twice and put a comma between them and hit return, and you get 12%. So the modified internal rate of return is 12%, which is greater than the required rate of return of 10%. So EBIT should purchase the project.